Hello, everyone. It's Luphisra here, back to play more of Secret Files 2 Puritas Cordis. We made it underground into this area.
Seems to be an old map of what is France these days. There's a legend on the panel next to it. The king was in dire straits. He had withdrawn to Provence, and the
Isn't this in Latin?
did not bode well. The peasants
How is she suddenly so fluent in Latin?
And the reinforcements from the Kingdom of Navarre, who had just crossed the border, were forced to go up against a massive fortress to the east. Meanwhile, his opponent sat back and eagerly watched the spectacle unfold from his country.
Like, didn't she say to David that she doesn't really know Latin or ancient languages? So it's best she stayed here. This freaking stone tablet is in Latin or something. How the fuck is she now fluent and can translate everything, like, off the bat? This is like Nancy and her language skills, right? She says, oh, I don't understand French. I don't know this. I gotta translate it with the dictionary. And at the very end of Nancy Drew, Danger by Design, she's reading a letter that's written in French, completely fluent, like just translate it off the bat. No dictionary needed. What? 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 Aloha, ghostly Aussie. Welcome. We're not in Paris. You missed it, but we made it from Gatineau to Paris. So we're here underground in this area and just trying to find archives and more information about this cardinal named Bernard and how to stop Puritas Cordis. Where we also learned Zadona is not a prophet. He is this sick psycho cult leader who thinks he could be judge and executioner. So he burned down the town from hundreds of years ago. The town that went up in fires, and that's why people think that he could tell the future. Yeah, he burned it down. He, in the modern day Puritas Cordis, sort of revived and is just manufacturing all these crazy disasters. Insane group of people. So we are now in Paris trying to stop them. Do I need to take a photo of this? I better take a photo of this picture. This map thing. I don't know if it's useful or not. Okay, I'll look at you again later. I'll probably need to look back on that again because I don't remember what he said. White King!
It fits. It almost looks like the stone came from this mosaic in the first place. I wonder whether there are any stones that fit in the remaining empty fields. There are obviously still some stones missing from the mosaic. I don't even need to start figuring out the correct positions until I have them all.
Okay, so I need to find more stone. Which I can't actually go anywhere because the only exit is across the abyss.
I cannot get over there. But looking at all these safety precautions, I think I have good reason to hope that the archive is behind that wall.
Let's go back up because I don't know. I don't have all the stones yet, so.
It's halfway.
Yeah, let's go back up. Can't make it jump. Well, Nina doesn't want to jump. She's too much of a coward. She doesn't want to die, you know, like Nancy Drew did. Because Nancy would have jumped. Drew would have been like, hi. And then she did. She did. Right? By the way, can I do anything with the...
The king was in dire straits. He had withdrawn to Provence. The peasants were rising to the north. Meanwhile...
Can I draw something from it? No. Can I take the stone tablet out? No. Nothing at all. We can be done here. Yeah, nothing. Open the door already. The entrance is buried. Okay, go back up. Can't open the altar. Can I find more stuff in compost heap?
Ugh, nothing else here.
Nothing else here. So I used this to solve the puzzle already.
I don't know my way around Paris. And
Yeah, I can't go back to Paris. More stuff with the homeless man? I don't know.
Hello. There's something else I think you might be able to help me with.
Nope.
Sorry, I'm just gonna allow that message.
Problem. What is it?
She could propel herself over the gap with a brewed up fart. Nah, Nina's too nice to do that. You know,
I found a mosaic in
she
there.
cares too much about her appearance and
missing.
stuff.
I found a light blue stone up
And see?
in the altar chamber.
You also missed this.
Mosaic perfectly. I suspect
This is Nina being fucking dumb.
maybe the same strange shade of blue.
This strange homeless man shows up in the middle of fucking nowhere. Because, you know, this is the Cardinal's Chapel in ruins,
Yes, that would have been
abandoned.
easy.
You know?
Wait.
He's
I just thought of something.
in the middle of nowhere. This man happens to be around. Saved her life because she fell into the hole, right?
Yes.
But
All
not suspicious at all.
Buildings that were still halfway usable were used for
Nina's dumb. Nina is dumb, I swear.
this church.
Rebuilding what?
Well, first, there is a little bridge not far from here. Then, the old metro station. And the jail, I think.
Great. In that case,
Oh, yes, and the zoo.
that's a lot of.
Yeah, and this homeless man just happens to know so much about the
They
Cardinal
were all built
and
pretty much at the
his
same
curator and everything.
But at least you needn't try the zoo right now, because it is still closed.
Okay, I'll save it for later then. Can you tell me how to get to these places?
I've got this tourist info map that I can give you. Wait, let me mark the relevant sites for you.
I'll go hunting for the missing blue stones then. I think I'll start with the bridge. It's supposed to be close to here. What an interesting phenomenon. A local rain shower that stops right in the middle of the bridge. The idle street cleaner may be slightly less impressive, but at least he's in harmony with the overall picture. Unfortunately, there's not a stone in sight that could fit into the mosaic. Maybe it's on the other, dirty side of the bridge.
Oh, let's go over then. Probably in the water or something, maybe?
I haven't got the right equipment. I had better try to get the street cleaner to sweep over here.
Sure. Let's talk to the street cleaner then.
Hello?
Hi.
You're a street cleaner, right?
No, I am a molecular biologist collecting samples for scientific research.
Oh, I really thought you were... What kind of research?
Of course I am a street cleaner.
Oh, a comedian. I never knew street cleaners were so witty. Not that I've met all that many. The only time I've ever seen the streets swept completely clean was during a World Cup final.
Touché.
Surely while sweeping you would have noticed if a blue stone had been built into this bridge, right?
Yes, indeed. If I had actually cleaned this bridge before.
Haven't you?
No, I'm just helping out. And there is no blue stone on this side of the bridge. I'm sure I would have noticed it after sweeping here for 4 hours.
Yes, you certainly would. Why are you still sweeping this side of the bridge? It's spotless.
Yeah, please clean the other side.
Completely filthy.
Or give me the broom, I'll clean it.
The other side,
Yes? Why?
it is raining.
Such things are known to happen.
Indeed. So, I am waiting for it to stop.
You mean you're not sweeping the other side of the bridge because it's raining?
Why are you being paid again?
That would be silly.
I thought so.
I am not sweeping there because I would get wet.
Oh, and you think that's less silly?
Would you jump into a cesspit?
No, but...
What's a cesspit?
So why should I volunteer to get soaked? Especially when there are alternatives.
Because you are paid to do your fucking job.
It's clean here.
But not surgically clean.
What will you do if it starts to rain on this side, too?
Then I will be out of luck and get wet.
And then what?
Then I will sweep the other side of the bridge.
So I'm gonna make him get
In that
wet.
case.
And they tell me female logic is hard to understand.
So I need to get him wet.
Why are you so scared of water?
I'm not. I'm just not keen on getting wet. Not as long as I can avoid it.
So it's not some childhood trauma.
Not that I know of. It's a professional hazard.
Getting wet?
Rain. You know, swing your broom, clouds will loom.
To think that I keep getting accused of having a penchant
That
for poems
is
and bad poetry.
fucking stupid. To think I thought Nina was dumb. He's fucking dumb.
Unless I intend to go for the wet look, I should make sure I'm not standing close to this puddle when there's a car coming.
Can I make a car come so that he can get wet? Is there anything I could do? Can look at the ducks. Look at the ducks.
Ducks. How nice.
This sewer manhole reminds me of Judge Stobart and his handy dandy manhole opener. Which, by the way, I've seen like rain like that before, where it rains like on one side and not the other. It's really like a glitch, you know. Like, why the fuck is that side raining? Why not this side? You know, I've seen it before. It's really weird. Can I look at the garbage?
Dirt, garbage, and rotting leaves. The street cleaner may not move terribly fast, but he sure does a thorough job.
Can I look through it?
I gave up complaining about having to rummage through garbage a long time ago. Money. Mine for the picking.
Lucky you don't have OCD. I got 5 cents. What can I do with 5 fucking cents? Oh, pathway. Oh, and then that's gloomy and dark over there and sunny over here? Of course it is. Why would it not be? Let me save.
Just a regular storm drain.
Why are you looking? Why is he standing at the storm drain? Is there something in the storm drain?
I can't stick my hand in there. The gaps are too narrow. And for some reason, the lid won't budge.
Why are you standing here? You dropped something in the drain?
Very good morning to you.
Buongiorno, signorina. Allow me to introduce myself. Alessandro Rossi.
Nina Kalenkov. Pleased to meet you. What is a good-looking Italian doing at a...
How do you fucking know he's Italian?
I am waiting for the bus.
Oh, don't you have a car?
Yes, of course. It is over there.
Oh, the red sports car?
Yes. Are you impressed?
Well, yes, a little. So why are you waiting for the bus?
I am supposed to meet some friends here in their van. They don't know their way around Paris, so we want to go on together from here. The signs here are rather misleading, so most people take a wrong turn at this point. Why don't you come with us? There is always a room in my sports car.
Oh, yes. Why not? Oh, no, wait. I'm afraid I can't.
Yeah, you're trying to save the world, Nina. Don't get swept off your feet by the
I
Italian.
will be here for a few more minutes.
Oh, so there's Max.
Your mind.
I know you two broken up, but I ship you guys, okay? You better get back together with Max. I swear.
This question may sound somewhat strange, but I don't suppose you've noticed a blue stone that was used for rebuilding any of the buildings around here?
You are right. That question does sound strange. However, even if there were a blue stone around here somewhere, I probably wouldn't have noticed.
I was afraid of that. I've got to go.
Oh, did I have to make him drive and make the cleaner get wet? Let me go to the metro. Completely abandoned. Completely empty. Take the teddy bear. Why not?
There's no water in it.
Of course not. It's abandoned.
It's a long time since anything was sold here.
Can I look at it?
I'll take this sign with me. If this game doesn't sell, then at least I will know where to look for a new job.
She broke fourth wall over there.
The sign says, "Help wanted."
Bubblegum machine. Get some bubblegum.
There was a time when 5 cents bought you a whole pack of gum. Now that's not even enough for one piece.
Damn it.
I don't really want to know just how old this bubblegum is. At least you're supposed to insert euro cents.
That's an umbrella. It's not broken, is it? Can you use it? It's broken with
A
holes.
somewhat battered umbrella with a very sharp point. It might still be of some use as a walking stick.
Okay.
I will try to get this clock up and running again. The mechanism appears to be out of order. I bet it will stop again in a moment. This clockwork belongs to the clock that hangs on the outside wall of the metro station.
Can I look at the switch box then?
The switch for the fountain is also in this switch box. I think I will switch on the fountain. Nothing happened. Not altogether surprising, since there's no water in the fountain. I had better switch that fountain off.
Oh, I need to have water in the fountain. Okay. The ceiling. Why can I stare at the ceiling?
Painted. Impossible to see whether it contains one of the blue stones or not. The paint is peeling anyway. Maybe I'll be able to somehow remove it completely.
Oh, I can move it? Remove it somehow?
I need to come up with a different way of removing the crumbling.
Oh, water. That's why.
Ideally, one that doesn't take forever and a day. I admire the power of nature to reclaim its own.
Okay. Ooh, looking outside.
The clock has stopped.
Nice. Must be something with the time and everything. Okay, let me do that later. I'll just go explore everywhere. Went to the metro. The cemetery's here. That is the area. Okay, jail.
A lot of advice to citizens, telling them how to behave in the event of problems, accidents, emergencies, assaults, disasters. MGs, hand grenades, submachine guns, and plenty of ammo. Looks like this isn't the most peaceful of places.
Ooh. It's a lot of weapons.
I'm not touching it. In fact, that option isn't even available, so don't get any funny ideas.
Wait, you're willing to touch like a garbage heap outside but not a trash can? That's where you draw the line? Jeez.
With a dashing, debonair smile.
Let's talk to the officer. Maybe you can help me.
Things are pretty quiet here.
Yes, I am hoping it stays that way.
Okay, thank you for your help. Kinda.
A drunk tank. It is empty, and there appears to be nothing special about it. The cell is locked, and there's no way of getting in without a key.
Oh, she just lets me look around like it's nothing.
A drunk tank. The cell...
I need a key. Okay, never mind. Nothing much I could do at this area yet. Never mind. Okay. Oh, this is the cemetery here. Okay, never mind.
The zoo is still closed.
The zoo is still closed. Okay, back to the metro area then. I need help wanted. Oh, wait. Used it on the drain? Open
I
it?
can only stick the tip in there. The rest of the umbrella is too wide.
Damn it.
I
Stick?
can only insert...
Oh, fuck. The help wanted sign? No. A bear? No. No. Well, damn it.
A racy Italian sports car. It's got a pretty horse on its hood, and a not-so-pretty scratch. The car is secured by an alarm. I'm sure it will go off at the slightest touch, and since I'm the only one around here, I might actually get suspected.
Oh, can I drop something from above? The window? It's right beneath the window. Kind of like...
An ingenious plan. I place it on the minute hand and wind up the clock. As the hand moves, it will slide off at some point, hit the car, and trigger the alarm. The only problem is this would really damage the car. Maybe I can think of something better.
Teddy bear.
Plan. I place it. The only problem is that
The stick.
ingenious. The only problem.
Really?
Great plan. The only problem.
Candle. Oh, this is why I need to wind up the clock.
I place the candle on the minute hand and wind up the clock. As the hand moves, the candle will slide off at some point, hit the car, and trigger the alarm. I only need to make sure that I have an alibi for when it happens.
Okay.
This clockwork belongs...
Let me say first.
A devilish plan which may cost me a lot of sympathy. If this were a computer game, it would probably be banned for being too violent.
What do you know?
Though, this is not...
But this is a game. For me, anyways.
I'm on a mission to save the world, and a different set of laws applies for world saviors. So, here I go.
Hello, are you still waiting?
Yes. I hope my friends did not get lost. What? But that is... My car!
Damn, who did that?
Stop! Wait! You're going the wrong way! You need to turn here! Stop!
Ah, no! I'm completely soaked now!
That's what they call a chain reaction.
It is a disaster. Like a...
And the friends just vomited.
Total disaster.
Is it really so terrible that you missed your friends? Don't you think they'll find the right way anyway?
Yes, maybe. But it is a matter of principle. I can't do anything right. Everything keeps going wrong.
Cheer up. There will be better days.
I have been waiting in vain for years. Please excuse me. I need a few minutes to myself.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel bad now.
Why, he's really down in the dumps. I should follow him and make sure he does nothing rash. After all, I'm responsible for his mood, to some degree. Phew, I had been worried he might do something foolish.
At the very least, he's okay. Newspaper. Don't mind me picking up the newspaper from right beside you.
My French is a little rusty, but as far as I can tell... Oh, there's a report here about the sinking of the Calypso, the ship I was almost drowned on. Apparently, they were able to rescue nearly all the passengers.
Aw, that's nice.
Advertisement by that televangelist.
Hoping like Oscar survived.
Cordis sect.
He's a nice kid.
Gathering of worldly leaders in New York proves only one thing, that neither the self-proclaimed heads of state nor the so-called scientists can offer any explanation for the greatest of all disasters which is now almost upon us. And how could they, for only a steadfast belief in the might...
No, it's because Puritas Cordis is all behind it.
He alone can...
Wake up, people.
...lead us forth from the valley of the shadow of death. Hundreds of years ago, the prophet Zandona foresaw the...
Fuck you, Zandona.
Now, this is what he predicted. The old order of the world shall be shattered, all worldly possessions shall crumble, and from the ashes of our decadence shall rise the new kingdom of God, radiant and pure. And therefore, my call goes out to all people to ring in their ears...
Oh, this really sounds like a cult thing.
...thunder, and open their eyes...
Granted, it is a cult thing.
...salvation in the arms of Puritas Cordis. Come now, before it is too late. I can't say I like that Pat Shelton and his Puritas Cordis crowd. In fact, I think they're a bunch of morons. The trouble is, I can't shake the feeling that there's method in their madness, and that they have a definite plan. A plan to make Zandona's apocalyptic prophecies a reality. Which means they're still a bunch of morons, of course, but possibly a bunch of extremely dangerous morons.
Yes, very, very dangerous.
Not be underestimated.
We need to stop them.
I have no idea who this is supposed to be, and there's no plaque to give me a clue. Oh, quaint. Thanks. I don't need a bath right now.
Oh, there's water, though. Get water from here. And talk to Rossi.
Oh, he looks pretty depressed. Hello, everything okay? I'm really worried about you.
Oh, hello. Yes, it's really not my day today. First, I scratch up my car, and then I miss my appointment. They're probably halfway to Spain by now.
Oh, I'm afraid that I may be responsible for the missed appointment. Is there anything I can do for you? Anything that might cheer you up?
That is very kind of you. But I've been chasing Lady Luck for years now. She is simply...
I need to make you believe in luck again.
cannot change fate, and that is that.
The poor guy is totally dejected. Nina, you need to think of something quick, or you'll end up only being offered roles as a movie villain. If I go away now and promise to come back soon, will you promise not to do anything stupid while I'm gone?
Sure, I wouldn't even have the energy.
Okay. Teddy bear? I gotta have something I could do. Maybe not yet. Maybe I'll come back. I'll come back. Bridge.
Looks like the street cleaner knows how to work fast after all. The entire bridge is sparkling clean.
Nice.
The van Mr. Rossi was waiting for took a wrong turn here, drove straight through the puddle, and completely soaked the street cleaner. So he no longer had a reason not to sweep the rainy side of the bridge. Life is quite simple once you actually understand it.
And the stone. Let me just pick it up.
The stick is too thick. It won't fit in the gap.
The umbrella.
You might be able to use the point to scrape away the sand around it. And now use the umbrella as a lever. The stone is mine.
Nice. Got it. From this location. Brilliant. Okay. We got it from here. Now we go to the metro. I feel bad for the guy.
Italians.
I need water to spray up here, but I need something to carry the water in. Because I don't have any other stuff for it. Let me say first. Okay, Park, can we get water? Look, the bear. No.
Oh, quaint. I have no idea how I would be able to manipulate this statue in any way. In order to build my financial empire, I need to invest wisely in assets with a certain potential for growth. At the moment, I cannot see how this action would contribute to achieving that goal.
Okay, fine. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's go over to...
Those
Zoo's close. I got this from here already. The metro, no. The jail?
If I take any weapons out, I may end up having to play one of those monotonous shoot-'em-ups which would bore me to tears. Anyway, the lead designer told me that mini-games are strictly forbidden here.
Well, okay. Good to know that. Sure. I need a way to distract her and get the key so I can go in here. And look in the cell somehow. But maybe later. Okay, how do I go about doing this thing? Anything on the tracks I can look at? What is the help sign for, actually? How do I cheer the guy up? There's something I have to do for him, but I don't have anything. I can't give him teddy bear either.
I like teddy bears, but this one looks awfully mean and grumpy. And it smells like a polecat.
And it smells okay. Not the best gift. Okay. Apparently I can walk further to the left. I'm sorry. My bad. The homeless guy is here too. He's freaking creepy. Every time, like, he's everywhere.
Hello again.
Dropping by my humble abode?
You live here?
Well, it's not exactly the Ritz, but at least it's quiet. Unless somebody hangs around whining. What happened to the poor fellow?
He missed the bus.
Now that is truly a tragedy.
You sure drink a lot.
Yes, I know. I take it you have never lived on the streets.
Nope.
No, not really.
It's a simple decision. Solid food gives you a lot more energy, of course. But energy for what? Nobody expects
To look for a job or something?
the house,
I don't know.
fix my car, and I don't have a job either. So I don't really need any energy for anything. What I really need, on the other hand, is a way to forget all this misery. At least for a while. And I need something to keep me warm when the nights are cold.
I understand.
No, you don't. And I can't even blame you for that. It is really hard to comprehend if you have never been in a similar situation.
Won't you at least try to escape this vicious circle?
How would I do that?
You
Stop drinking for one?
for one thing, and I could see about finding you something to eat.
I tried that. But it seems people would rather feed pigeons than their own kind.
I get it. The world is wicked and nobody loves you. If I get you something to eat, will you stop drinking?
Then I could use my money to find myself a place to sleep. It's a deal.
You wouldn't happen to know what time the zoo opens, I suppose.
Actually, it should open just around now.
Great. Then I'll be
Nice.
headed there now.
Okay. You can go to the zoo then.
That fountain over there?
Let me guess. You tossed in some money in hopes that all your problems...
No, I didn't do that. Not yet.
Oh, why would I do that?
Oh, just a thought. Because tourists used to do it all the time.
They
That's
threw their money
tourist.
into the fountain?
Not me. I don't waste my money.
This is magic powers.
They say the same thing about some high-proof spirits.
Yes, but believe me, there's no truth in that either.
Well, you ought to know. So, why did people stop tossing in money?
They probably stopped believing in miracles.
You think I ought to stop hoping for a miracle too?
It's always worth a try. And if you have money to burn...
I'll think of you, I promise.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm leaving then.
I only have 5 cents. I don't think that's important for him.
I just hope no one expects me to stand around swinging my hips for hours on end.
What can I do with this? Okay, never mind. Let's go to the zoo. How about that? Zoo is open.
Zoo. I wonder what kinds of fierce, exotic, and dangerous creatures I'm going to meet here. And of course, I'm looking forward to seeing the animals, too.
Yes, food. And somehow someone has nail polish.
This statue is dedicated to the man who, after World War II, rebuilt the destroyed zoo, saving the lives of dozens of animals. Some prankster painted his toes red.
Damn! Stupid prankster. Hello, zookeeper. Can I get some food from you?
Hello. Do you work here?
Yes, I'm a zookeeper. Can I help you?
Is it true that this zoo was rebuilt after World War II, using leftover stones from other buildings?
Yes, that's right. Why are you asking?
I don't suppose you've noticed whether a blue stone was used in any of these enclosures?
Actually, yes. There should be a blue stone in the crocodile enclosure, if I'm not mistaken.
Crocodile enclosure? Of all enclosures to be in, it has to be the crocodile enclosure?
Help. I've been wondering why you have a whole bag of baguettes by your side.
I'm waiting for the ducks.
Why does everyone seem to be waiting for something around here? The bus, the ducks, Godot.
Say what?
Never mind. Why are you waiting for the ducks? Or rather, why aren't the ducks here yet?
Usually they come to the lake by the crocodile enclosure every morning. They know that visitors to the zoo love to feed ducks, and therefore they're here the minute the zoo opens.
Clever critters. Could I have one of those baguettes?
Sure, as soon as the ducks are here.
Can't I have it now?
Why? The baguette is meant for feeding the ducks, and how would you feed them if there are no ducks?
I know where the ducks are.
Nice day.
Thanks. Same to you.
I know where the ducks are.
That way to the crocodiles and elephants.
Crocodile's an elephant?
That way to the monkeys.
The monkeys. Let's go here first. The blue stone, oh my god, it's like right underneath him.
Blue stones I need to find. Guarded by a lovely crocodile. Which leaves me with the not-so-irrelevant question, how on earth shall I get to it?
That's what I want to know.
This magnificent specimen appears to be a Nile crocodile. It marks its territory through underwater vibrations and turns into a merciless killer whenever it detects a new nearby.
What's a deal? Also, there's no barrier. Like, the elephant's just right there. You could just step over this area.
African elephant. Compared to an Asian elephant, its ears are much larger. Also, its forehead is receding and less convex, and its back is...
Well, if it's about to crush me, well, I better stay out of its way then.
Informative. The nest appears to be abandoned.
Oh, that's sad. Can I get the nest down? No. No. Okay, you know what? I think I could scare the ducks from here with the noisemaker.
Interesting. This noisemaker seems to appeal to the ducks. The ducks
Hello.
are already here.
Okay, then to the zoo.
I don't think I can chase off the crocodile by tootling away on this.
I mean, I don't want to tootle my way on this. I want to use this to track the ducks. Somehow. Okay, maybe the other side. Maybe at the monkey area first. There's a monkey there.
An old car tire.
Well, how do I attract the ducks? I need food. I don't know, man. I don't know. Toss the ball to the monkey? No.
Oh my, this path is in terrible condition. This path is full of deep cracks.
Is there something in the crack? Or do I have to make the elephant run so that it will like crack the thing?
I don't fancy a swim here. Too many crocodiles around.
So, what do I do?
Cans of milk. In short, milk cans.
Can
The
I have
milk
them?
cans appear to belong to the zookeeper, and he would have to be blind and deaf if he weren't to notice if I took one.
Can I ask him about it? The milk can?
Hello.
Hello.
That's such a cute monkey you've got in that enclosure.
You can say that again. And so eager to learn.
Eager to learn?
Oh, yes. I'm in the process of teaching it a few tricks.
Really? How do you do that?
It's actually quite easy. As soon as I pick up the training stick, I've got the monkey's attention. And then it will mimic everything I do.
Training stick? You hit that monkey?
For heaven's sake, no. It's just a regular long branch. All I do is hold it in my hand, and then the monkey will react. No idea why, but it works.
Couldn't you let me have a baguette before the ducks arrive?
The baguette is meant for feeding the ducks, and they're not here yet.
Have a nice day.
Thanks. Same to you.
Well, okay. I've got a stick.
A small plastic ball. A can of peanuts.
Oh, for the elephant. Ha!
Well then, let's see whether I'm cut out to be an animal trainer. Hey, it's working. I cannot reach the tire.
Use this to... jump over the crack.
It doesn't fit into the crack.
It doesn't fit into the crack. Into the hole.
Ugh, I cannot reach it.
How do I... okay. Oh, a hoop. And... the can on the stick. And then finally, I need something that mimics that. So it could give me the damn peanuts.
I can't knock the can out of the cage from here. Maybe it would work if the ball were thrown from a different direction.
Okay, so go through the hoop.
Maybe this way I can make the monkey jump through the hoop. Amazing. Monkey see, monkey do.
Okay, grab the soda.
It is.
And then move over here.
It's fine where it is.
Okay, I need to sort of mimic the fact that there's that peanut there.
Empty, squashed, and full of tiny holes. Looks like someone vented a lot of frustration on one poor little can.
I want to mimic the peanut can. Do I not have the peanut can? Am I supposed to get the milk can somehow? Okay.
And now, I need to aim well. I always knew I'd make a great role model someday. Okay, it's just a monkey throwing balls at cans, but it's not a bad start, even if I say so myself.
All right. We're doing monkey business? Yes, we are. Actually, we are in this case. Grab everything back up. Because I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. Can I grab the hoop? Or does she just keep doing that? I guess she just keep doing that. She doesn't need the hoop anymore. Okay, grab the tennis ball. And the soda can. Thank you, monkey. Off we go.
A can of peanuts.
Feed the peanuts to the elephant. I don't think you're supposed to do this in real life.
How odd that such a large animal is so crazy about tiny peanuts.
Peanuts.
Hey, little buddy, would you care for some peanuts?
There. You're going to have to work for the rest of the peanuts.
The elephant does all the work for peanuts and ends up with none, while I just hang around. And I am rewarded with a way into the crocodile enclosure. Life can be so unfair.
I'm so sorry.
Setting foot in this enclosure unless the crocodile is at a safe distance.
I don't want to go in. I want to take the thing.
This illustrates why, in India, they use elephants to uproot trees.
Oh, there's a box. I didn't notice the box earlier. What box that for?
An empty box containing traces of peanuts.
Why do we need the empty box of peanuts? To torture the guy the elephants with? Why do we need that box? All right. Safe. Sorry, elephant. I need to get the duck's attention somehow. So, don't mind me. Oh, can I not do it yet? I thought there's a lake here. And I hear ducks in the background. Can I not do it? Never mind. Maybe I have to go back and use it on the ducks again. Do it on this side.
The ducks are all...
Oh, the duck's already here. No. Maybe use it on the fountain? How am I supposed to attract the ducks? Okay. There must be a place here where I can use the thing at.
The ducks are already here. The ducks are already here.
Ducks are already here. But it's in between, though. You would think that it'll work. Is it that I have to distract Rossi first? Okay, apparently I need to learn that I can only use it on bodies of water. So if I go to the intersection.
The ducks are already here.
Okay, it doesn't work though.
Nothing happened. I should try calling the ducks while I'm next to a body of water.
Okay, I need to learn that maybe and then do it at the park. And the ducks come flying over.
Here they come.
That's a silly sound. It's the sound of a duck. It's a quack. How's that silly? Okay, now next to the body of water. Quacking away.
Here they come.
There we go. The ducks are here. Let's talk to the zookeeper so we can get the
Hello.
baguette.
Hello.
Could I please have one of those baguettes?
To feed the ducks?
Yes, of course. They're here now.
Sure. Take one then.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
Thanks. Same to you.
And then time to go to the park where I can give the baguette to the homeless man so he can eat something and spend his money on something else other than booze.
I've brought you some solid food.
Solid food, all right. Rock solid, actually.
Do you need milk?
It's not really all that fresh, but
Never mind. I'm not that picky. But I've got barely any teeth left, so I'm not quite up to chewing on cobblestones.
I can see that. Maybe I'll find you something else so you won't have to go hungry. If I get you something to eat, will you stop drinking, at least for today?
Didn't I just say so? Who's drowning his brain cells in booze here, you or me?
All right, I was just making sure. I'll be leaving then.
Okay, I need to get him. Can I have
May I
peanuts?
offer you some peanuts?
Thanks. I appreciate the offer. But for one thing, my teeth aren't what they used to be. And then I'm allergic to nearly all kinds of nuts in existence.
Okay, that's bad. Sorry.
I'll be leaving.
I'm not trying to kill you. Okay, then, back to the zoo. I need the milk. Can I get some milk?
A little soggy, but I think that's an improvement over rock hard.
Well, stop staring at me, zookeeper. I need the bread to be a bit softer. Can I mush it? I mean, it's dipped in milk. Does this work now? It's not rock hard.
Got the perfect meal for you. It may not be a 5-course dinner, but it's reasonably healthy, and it will fill your stomach.
Yes, that actually looks quite appetizing. And it's easy on the few teeth I have left. Thank you so much. Your heart's in the right place.
It was nothing. Glad I could help. Now that you've got something to eat, will you stay away from alcohol?
It won't hurt to try it.
I'll just take that bottle with me. Just talk to the zookeeper tomorrow. He's bound to have something left over for you.
Usually the welfare of animals is more important.
Just pretend you're going to feed the ducks.
But I'll give it a try.
No, just say, oh, I want some food to feed the ducks.
I'll be leaving then.
Okay, can I get some booze for this guy over here? Here you go.
Alcohol isn't the answer.
It's not? Peanuts? No. Why do I need the alcohol then? No.
This is...
What am I supposed to do with the alcohol? I don't get it. Save. Got the alcohol. Do I use it? Do I give it to... Oh. Do you want nail polish? No. Do you want booze? No. Well, sorry. Oh. Rather than water, is it that I have to use booze on the fountain?
It would be a shame about this fine vintage. Oh well, it's only cheap booze, but it would be a shame nonetheless.
So she doesn't want to use it on that. Okay. Do I give the alcohol to someone? Do you want to drink? No. Of course not the monkey. Do I want to give it to the crocodile? No. There is a boat there that I can start up.
The engine works. That is good to know. But I'll switch it off for now.
Is it not going to just attract the crocodile? I thought that's what we're going to do. Apparently not.
I
Ball.
don't think a tennis ball would fit its pattern of predation. It is highly unlikely that the crocodile will be distracted that way.
Boost to the monkey? No, what am I going to do that? I don't want to cause the monkey to be drunk? You just cure alcohol addiction? I did. I did good there, didn't I? But what else am I supposed to do?
The water would just trickle out through all those little holes.
Oh, okay. What do I need this box for? Pass that bottle over here. You want alcohol, Ghostly Ozzy? At this time? Well, I guess it's nighttime, so it's a perfect time to drink, right? Okay. I can grab the candle again. Can I fix
The
it?
car is secured by an alarm. I'm sure it will go off at the slightest touch. And since I am the only one around here, I might actually get suspected.
Okay, never mind. Let's just sort of do a
Maybe
bad job
this
of
will
painting
help to
over.
render the scratch invisible. Oops! Oh, rats, I spilled a little from the bottle. I hope it won't show too much. But it still looks a whole lot better now.
Can I talk to the guy now? Is he happy? I kind of fixed your car a little bit. It's almost 1 a.m.
You still look pretty depressed.
Well, good time to drink.
Look at the bright side. Here you are, sitting in this lovely park. Okay, lovely, maybe stretching it a bit, but, well, just look at the bright side.
You sure know how to cheer a guy up.
Yes, so I've been told. I've fixed your car. You can hardly see the scratch now.
Do you enjoy kicking a man when he's already down?
What? I really did fix your car. It may not be perfect, but considering what I had to work with, it's not a bad job.
Why would you do that? Why would my luck suddenly turn around?
Oh, fuck. This guy's such a Debbie Downer. You just missed an appointment with your friend.
Friendly and helpful day.
Very likely that.
Can you just call them or something?
Stop trampling my feelings. It would have to be a miracle if anything that could happen to me. And miracles don't happen just like that.
But
Please!
The poor guy is so despondent that he cannot even imagine why someone would simply want to do him a favor. He seems in dire need of a miracle.
A miracle? It's not how he works, miracles.
That fountain over there is a magic wishing well. People used to come from all over to toss in a coin.
He has a fucking car. His
Maybe
friends took like a
If you only knew
off
the
turn,
things I have tried.
right? The wrong turn.
It's still
He could drive after them, right? He has a fucking sports car.
Glimmer
He's
of hope
rich.
that's going to be drowned by
You know how expensive racing cars like sports cars are?
very next second.
that negative attitude isn't helping, you know.
That is what my shrink kept telling me for years.
She was right.
But why is she no longer saying it?
Because she is being treated herself now for chronic depression.
What this guy needs is a serious miracle.
Yeah, because he's dealing with someone like you.
If I go away now and promise to come back
No
soon,
offense,
will
but
you promise not
I
to do
swear,
anything while I'm gone?
he's not even trying to help himself. Okay, like he feels so bad for himself, and maybe it's because I'm like an average person, right? Like my family doesn't have cars or anything. We get everywhere with the subway, or as we call it, the MRT. You know, Singapore's small, so it's easy that way. But like, he's well off. He's well off enough that he has a sports car, a good-looking one at that. Does he not have the money to just fix the scratch? Drive off after his friends go on that vacation or something? He's just like, oh, I missed my appointment. Something dropped on my car, damn it. Like, does he, and the scratch has always been there. He obviously drove the car over with the scratch there. Like, did he not notice or what? It's got to be obvious, right?
Mr. Rossi,
Yes.
you don't seem to have much luck. Maybe you should give the wishing well a try.
Wishing well? Yeah, right. Nobody believes in that kind of thing these days.
You know what they say? Faith moves mountains.
Oh, sure. And the early bird catches the worm. I can really do without your
I really
words
want
of
to
wisdom.
slap some sense into
Give
him.
it a go.
I think this might be a good investment for my 5 cents. I can always fish them out again.
This round is on me. You'll never know if you don't try.
Mamma mia!
You mamma mia my ass. What the hell does he mean?
Right, this should be interesting. I just made a wish for that scratch to disappear from your car.
If that works, then... baloney.
Won't you take a look at least?
This is a total nonsense. But I was just about to check on the car anyway.
Like, you're rich enough to afford
The scratch.
the sports car,
You see? The wishing well is
but
working
you
after all.
But the scratch...
don't have the money to fix the car?
The stains now.
What did you expect? I only threw in 5 cents. Naturally, that only buys you a very small miracle. A larger sum might bring on a bigger miracle.
You are right. It's worth a try anyway. Wait a moment. I will be right back.
Does his friend come back the moment he throw in the thing?
Have the scratch and the stains disappeared now?
Not really.
Typical. That's a 10 cents gone down the drain.
10 cents? That wasn't very generous of you.
It's twice as much as you pay.
It's still 10
Well,
cents.
feels you're playing games, so it's taking its sweet time over that miracle you wanted.
Could be. I am going to stay here and wait for the miracle to happen. I will probably just be disappointed again.
You're such a baby.
Not like I have
Honestly.
anything to do.
Good luck then.
Like, seriously, you're rich enough that you can afford the damn, like, beautiful, like, car, but not rich enough to fix the car and to drive after your friends? Like, you make an appointment, right? You can call them, talk to them. They're probably wondering where the fuck you are. Seriously. I swear. But, well, since he's here, I'm gonna go pick the money up. Why not?
What an investment. 200% return in a matter of minutes. Once I'm done saving the world, I'm going to write a book about investment strategies.
All right. So time to go to the metro and get some gum. I have enough money for gum, right?
I traded in most of my fortune for a piece of gum. Let's hope that was a worthwhile investment.
Can I fix it on a stick or something?
This stuff is ancient, so I would really like to avoid that if I can.
Oh, okay then. Wet it with the... No.
MacGyver could probably combine this with a ballpoint pen to make a nuclear bomb, but all I can do is chew it, I'm afraid.
But you're not even going to do that. So what do I need this gum for? Remember 5 gum back in the day? Good times. Well, fun fact for those of you who don't know. Chewing gum is banned in Singapore. So I remember chewing gum from a very long time ago. Very long time ago. So, yeah, in fact. By the way, can I take a look at where's the blue stone? I want to see.
A drunk tank.
Nothing special about it?
A drunk tank. And back there, in the wall, is one of the stones I am looking for, if I'm not mistaken.
Can I go in and take a look?
Hello, I've got a question.
Yes?
That cell over there, the one on the right, could I take a look inside it?
The drunk tank? What for? You are not drunk, are you?
Not that I'm aware of.
See? So why should I put you in a drunk tank?
Because,
I'm glad we were able to talk about this.
I gotta be drunk. Like I have booze, I can drink everything. But I need to be in this cell. So let me block this area. No, not the money. With wax?
Yes, I could plug the keyhole with that, but it would be very obvious, and the keyhole could be unplugged in a second.
Of course it is. Gum?
There. Getting in there shouldn't be easy now.
And then drink the booze. Or spill it on yourself or something. Well, she's drinking the booze.
yuck, this stuff is disgusting. I spat it back into the bottle. It's safer that way. After all, I need a clear head. But I bet the horrible taste in my mouth will linger.
Maybe. I'm drunk.
I want to get into the drunk tank with the blue stone. This might be a good time to demonstrate my superior acting skills.
Well, hello there, purty thing. I'm totally plastered, but I wanted
That's some very good acting.
so much.
Really? Let me smell your breath then. Ugh, that smells of cheap booze. But you don't really look drunk to me. I think we had better perform a blood test.
If we must.
Please, take a seat over there.
A blood test? How am I supposed to fake blood test?
To take a blood sample now. You will only feel a short sting.
Ow.
There, that was all. Not again. That will be my husband. He calls me every 20 minutes just to make sure I'm really working and not cheating on him. As if I had a chance of finding someone else the way I look.
You look fine.
Be right back.
Of course, don't cheat. Having an affair is not good.
I need to think of something quick, or my little ruse will be exposed.
Alcohol on the
I'm
syringe.
going to dilute my blood with a little alcohol. Then she will certainly have to put me in the drunk tank.
Well, stop talking to yourself and quickly do it. And sit back down. Why are you standing?
All right. So now we get to continue. I'm now going to put the blood sample in the analyzer. Your alcohol level is 0.37%. How do you manage to talk or sit up straight?
I have very high alcohol tolerance.
But if anyone deserves to sober up in one of our cells, it's you. No doubt about that. Come along then.
Going to jail in Paris. At least it's not for a crime. Walking straight. She'll walk a bit shakily.
That's odd. The key won't go in. The lock must be blocked somehow. Good thing we have more than one drunk tank available.
How does a drunk tank look like?
Please hand me your possessions. I will keep them safe while you're in here.
Yay! Made it in!
There seems to be another cell next to this one. A very musical one.
Hello. You play really well.
Thank you. I got a lot of time to practice.
Oh, how long have you been locked up here?
No idea. Is the war over yet?
Yes.
The war?
Has been banished to Elba.
That person is very drunk.
Oh, they accused me of all kinds of things.
Who does? You or Nina? Well,
Completely innocent.
my
Yes,
tolerance is
I
okay,
guess.
I guess. And my tolerance is not that
I
bad.
can't pull it from the wall just like that.
Oh, I need something to put
There's
from
a
the wall
big
with.
hole in it. The result of frequent use or rather excessive violence? They are firmly anchored to the wall. I can think much better standing up.
Really? Okay.
I don't think I'll ever be tired enough to lie down on that. Two very comfortable bunks. At least all those maggots, sowbugs, and beetles appear to find them comfortable.
That is disgusting. There's a spoon. Spoon on the stone.
Hey, you're not going to try and break out of that cell, are you?
Who? Me? No, no. Wouldn't dream of it.
Good. In that case, don't let me hear any more scratching and scraping.
Damn it. I need to make the sound damp somehow. Or dampen the sound somehow.
There's a big hole in it.
A big hole. What do I do to fill the hole? What can I do with that?
I can think, if only that nice soldier were here, the one I met at the train station in Moscow during my last adventure. I bet he could simply have pulled those bars apart.
Really? You're thinking about that man
I
now?
can think much better standing up.
Can you move it here?
A simple wooden...
To this?
Only that I never imagined that I would end up in jail someday. And of my own free will at that.
Hello? Are you there?
Yes, you're lucky to catch me in.
Yeah, this guy's very drunk.
Shopping.
But yeah, Nina goes on a cruise vacation and ends up in a prison drunk tank.
Could you do me a favor and...
She ends up with this capsized boat too, or I mean ship, and still survived.
Use my musical star performance as a cover-up, so you can scrape away at that wall.
To be absolutely honest, yes.
Just my luck. I finally get a bit of company, and already you're talking about leaving again.
Sorry, but I've got some really important things to see to.
Never mind. But before you leave, at least do me a favor and solve a little riddle for me. I just love riddles, you know.
Okay, what riddle?
Is that really necessary?
Yes.
All right then, shoot.
I'm thinking of a 3-digit number. You need to guess which one. Don't worry, I will give you a few clues. The first digit is a number between 1 and 5. Take a good look around your cell. It doesn't matter how long you search, you will never find the answer. The second digit is simple. They have you trapped. It is an odd number, larger than 1. And finally, the last digit, definitely even, and also to be found in your cell.
The last digit is 4 because
but not all
the
of them.
chair. They stand but cannot walk.
Are you quite sane?
Yes. Thanks for asking.
So the last digit is 4.
I've got to interrupt our chat for a minute. The sow bugs are calling for my attention.
No problem.
The last one can be found. The first one can be found in the cell. How am I supposed to know the answer to that? Diary? First digit between 1 and 5. Let's take a good look around the cell. Number that she will not find there. However long she looks around. Second digit is apparently simple. They have Nina trapped. Bars on the window? The door? Last digit is an even number. Also found in her cell, all stand, but not all of them can walk. The chair or the bugs. It helps to count all the matching items you see. For example, if you find 2 candlesticks in the cell, each holding 2 candles, then either the number 2, the number of candles, or the number 4, the number of candles would be a possible solution. There's 2 bunk beds, 1 chair, 1 window, 1 door. So 2, 4 is not the answer too. So 1, 2, 4 is not the answer. Bars on the window. Could be 1, 2, 4. 3 or 5. 3 or 5. Second digit might be something that holds Nina trapped in her cell. What ways are there for her to leave the cell? What prevents her from leaving it? The door. And the bars in the window. So 2 or 1. So it's 1, 4 or 2, 4. Legs. Oh, it's 6. Not all of them can walk, but the amount of legs. So there are 4 legs. I mean, 4 legs on the chair, 2 legs on Nina. So 6. So it's 1, 6 or 2, 6. 3, 2, 6 or what?
Hello?
Yes.
I
can hardly wait. The first digit is a number between 1 and 5. The riddle was, take a...
3.
And what was the second digit?
Wait, why is it 3, 5, and 9? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
9.
And the last digit?
6.
Close.
I
can hardly...
5.
And what was...
9.
And the last...
6.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Ah!
What a shame that this...
Okay, 596.
enjoy your company much longer.
But you can be sure that you have my eternal gratitude.
Wait, move.
Cut it out back there. How is anyone supposed to stand that racket?
You know zilch about art. You're a warden at heart.
I've got the stone. Now I need to get out of here. A stone from... I can think much better standing up. If only that...
What do I do with this ball? Nothing with the clothes hook.
I don't think I'll... Too very comfortable.
Nothing on the bunk beds that I could use. What the hell? What can I do at this point? Okay, hold on. Okay, I just need to knock on the door.
What do you want?
I'm sober again.
Excuse me, that can't be. You had a blood alcohol level of 0.37% just now.
Something must have gone wrong with the blood sample. Either your measurement was wrong or the sample was manipulated.
Manipulated? By whom?
Search me. Anyway, I insist on a second test. And if that proves positive too, my lawyer will sue you for procedural error.
Procedural error?
Yes. No one but you can confirm that the blood test was carried out according to the proper procedure.
Damn, Nina.
There wasn't even a doctor present. You had no authority to take a blood sample.
What?
So, either you release me and fast, or I'll hit you with so many charges this place will be closed down in no time.
Close down? This is a police station.
A terrible police
Not for
station.
long.
With all those bike races and track and field events on TV these days, suddenly everybody is an expert on blood sampling. Come on, Elton, and don't show your face around here again.
Yeah, I'm not planning on coming back here ever again. Don't you worry. It's a fucking jail. I want to go back there. Okay, got that broken ball. Need to fix the damn broken ball. How do I fix that? Got a spoon too. What can I do with all my stuff when I can combine it? What do I do now? Diary? 5 stones. I don't have any puzzles to solve. Okay. Well, I need water, so apparently I'm supposed to use the ball. I have a bottle of booze, but she's not gonna use the bottle. I need the ball.
This battered soccer ball makes a perfect container for water.
Whatever. I don't understand Nina's logic, but whatever.
Fill the entire fountain this way? Oh, joy. This will keep me on my feet for a while.
Alright. At the very least, the game automatically does that to me. I mean, for me.
That should be enough.
It would be terrible if I have to do it myself. Alright, turn on the switch box and wash away these things on the
I
wall.
think I will switch on the fountain. The water jet doesn't reach the ceiling. I suppose that would have been too easy. I had better switch that fountain off.
Damn it. Doesn't reach the ceiling. Now what?
The water would just...
No.
I'm going to try and plug up one of the water jets with this candle.
Wait, really? That works?
I even managed to plug up 2 of the jets at once.
Really? Can I do it now? Can it wash
I
off?
should plug some more jets first,
Oh.
in hopes that the water from the remaining orifices will then have enough pressure to reach the ceiling.
Okay. How to plug up the jets. Pacifier.
All right, this plugged up one of the jets.
I'm not gonna use that. Peanuts? No. Stick? No. Tennis ball? No. The booze bottle? No. The box? No. The can? Of course not. The coin? No. The ball? No. Well, that's enough, I think.
I think I will switch on the fountain.
There we go.
Yay, it worked. The water jet rinsed the crumbly paint off the ceiling. I had better switch that fountain off.
That's very dirty water, but at least it washed the paint off. Time to get that blue stone.
I can't reach it.
Okay, fine. Umbrella on the blue stone.
Yes, I should be able to reach it that way. But I need to watch out so the stone doesn't fall on my head.
At least the stone didn't break like that.
That was a close one.
What's a small stone? It's not heavy enough to knock you out. Don't worry. You have enough strength to carry so many stones in your pockets. So I got all the stones. Let's go. Oh no, not I didn't get the zoo one. Okay then. Time for you. Can I get rid of that crocodile? I'm not stuck on a puzzle, so it doesn't help. Well, okay, apparently I need to use the teddy bear.
Grumpy teddy bear versus crocodile. What a duel. Good luck, Teddy. You'll need it.
All right. Let's go in.
The crocodile is in the water now, but those things can move pretty fast. I am not setting foot in this enclosure unless this charming critter moves even further away.
Oh. Turn on the boat. Turn on the boat. Have it distracted so that I can take the stone.
The crocodile seems to be mistaking the engine's vibrations for a rival. It is completely focused on defending its territory now.
Great. So that means that it's distracted. I can go into the enclosure and get the stone. Let's hope I don't die.
Good thing that stone was already loose, and now I'll get the heck out of here.
Good, good. Get out of there, save my game, and let's go back to the cemetery. Into this area, and try and fill this out. So more stones. I'm just gonna put everything down first and then figure out the solution later.
I inserted all the stones, but I suppose their exact placement makes a difference as well.
Something with this thing, right? I need to position it so it's checkmate. Unit is friendly to the White King, obviously white. Positioning runs those in the mosaic. The text
Seems to be an old map of what is France. The king was in dire straits.
King was in province at the bottom.
And the options he had left did not bode well. The peasants were rising to the
Peasants were north.
and the reinforcements from the Kingdom of Navarre, who had just crossed the border, were forced to go up against a massive fortress to the east. Meanwhile, his opponent sat back and eagerly watched the spectacle unfold from his country estate in Brittany.
So the king's in province. Where's Brittany? This one's Navarre. Oh, Brittany. Navarre. I can move the white stones too, that's bad. The peasants were rising from the north. The peasants. This is the Black Pond. The north. Where's the map? Okay, let me look at it on the photo. There's no Brittany in the picture, though. Rouen province. The peasants were north. Reinforcements was Navarre. Estate in Brittany. Base massive fortress. The fortress has to be this one, the castle. Where is north in this thing? North. The peasants were north means on top.
What? A mechanical
I guess that's it.
emerging from the ceiling in a chapel that is 350 years old? Whatever lies behind this door, it must be invaluable. I can only hope and pray that this is Cardinal Coubertin's secret archive.
You're not gonna have me give me a chance to talk?
Sight.
Of course, just enter. Not worry about anyone who is gonna follow you.
Latin in school, but not enough to read through a whole archive.
Remember, you've still got me.
What a coincidence that you come back just in time.
Really well.
Indeed, but I haven't been idle myself. I managed to
Why is he so fucking
find the
suspicious?
documents fairly soon.
I want to believe in the good in him, but I'm still suspicious. A few minutes later, okay.
I cannot believe how well preserved these records are. We've got something right here, along with the Puritas Cordis documents that Brother Bernard sent to the Cardinal back in the 17th century. Let me recap what I have found out so far.
Okay, a recap.
On a return from one of his pilgrimages to the Holy Land, a changed man. Apparently, he had a vision during this journey. From then on, he was completely obsessed with founding a theocratic state.
Very modest.
Yes, but extremely convincing, as we know. He visited small villages as a preacher of repentance, warning the sinners that the day of judgment was nigh, and uttering dark prophecies.
He's very manipulative
Made come true.
rather than being convincing.
Terror based on everyone's fear of the apocalypse.
He just lied to everyone.
And remarkably successful. His following grew almost by the hour, especially in rural areas. People flocked to him in droves.
Which is probably what he wanted, right?
Harbingers of the apocalypse are listed here again. First pestilence and disease, then the punishment of the greedy, followed by war, earthquakes, fire, and a great flood.
We all know that. But what comes next?
The harbingers are supposed to make the rulers of the world gather in the New Babel and hold council. That's where Puritas Cordis is planning.
So we have to go over there and stop them.
New world order.
We need to save the fucking world.
The New Babel. What can that... New York! It could mean New York! Puritas Cordis wants to annihilate the UN General Assembly. We have to call my father. He
will go down.
Of course, they come just as we are here.
We represent the will of God.
You represent the will of no one. Fuck you.
Least of all you two. Come along.
But seriously, yeah, lead us all the way to your headquarters.
So we meet again, Ms. Kalenkov. You remember me, don't you? The charming barkeeper?
Fuck you, you're not charming, you're a bitch.
Regrettably, your continued attempts to stop us are about to come to an abrupt end.
No!
There goes another nuisance. Can we get going now, or would you rather follow your pal?
You're just fucking murderers.
So then, we are taking a little trip to the countryside.
Like, it's not like, you know, the Zondana guy's an actual prophet.
Waiting for
No.
Pat Shelton character to come.
They're just, like, making it, like, happen. Like, they're fucking murderers, like, you know, serial killers, and they're just trying to give themselves an excuse that, oh, this is what we believe in. Fuck you.
They deliberately caused a...
Yeah, David, our friend, he tried to save us.
If I follow that...
That damn fucking bartender. I should have clobbered him over the head at the bar.
None too eager to let a witness to their evil doings run around free. Which tells me this is not going to be a picnic. I'd better get out of here. And fast. The question is, how? I have got to find something to help me escape.
First get out of jail, then wear the robe, and vamonos. Let me save my game first. And we need a few minutes to... we need a few minutes for the old man. Or I need to take a few minutes of silence for the old man. Like, I thought it was evil for a moment, like Oleg, because we were betrayed by Oleg in the first game. If you don't know. But no, this guy, this David is a good person. He tried to save our life. We didn't know him well at all. He's always like going off somewhere and we're the ones that are doing the work, but he tried to help us. He did save our life on that boat or the ship. We would have gotten shot if it wasn't for him the first time. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break here just to take it in. Like, man, poor David. I feel so sad now that he's just gone. Poor guy. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break here. For those of you watching on YouTube, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.